Telkom Indonesia is the company that is looking to acquire GTA. In a recent hearing held by the Public Utilities Commission, company representatives laid out a point-by-point presentation on why the PUC should approve the deal. Indonesia's largest telco says it is a cash-rich, low-debt, high-growth company. Total group revenues for 2014 were $7.2 billion US, with gross income of $3.7 billion and net income of $1.7. Telkom Indonesia would be the third owner of GTA since the former government phone company was privatized. But there's one key difference. It will be the first time GTA will be owned by a telecommunications company. GTA's current and previous owners, AP Holdings and the Shamrock Group, are private equity firms. They are primarily investors and not operators. Telkom Indonesia's Honesti Basir explains the difference.
When we acquire the company, we tend to continue the operation and try to find how to improve the performance, the business performance of the company. Maybe it's different with the PE. PE, they maybe just, if they think that they already get the return, they will go out. It's like now it's 80. But for Telkom, we cannot do that. When we buy the company, we try to find how to improve the business performance. And if we think that we have to add some capex portion there, we will do that. While we believe that the management team can maintain the performance and always do the improvement for the company.
GTA's local management sees great benefit in having a telco as its parent company. There are the economies of scale in purchasing that it would provide, along with access to vast internal technical expertise and experience. GTA Chief Operating Officer Andrew Gale.
The management team is excited about the opportunity to work with the sixth largest wireless carrier in the world, that in terms of subscriber numbers, the resources that they have that will allow us to bring those improvements, network improvements to Guam. Telkom Indonesia is very innovative in regards to what they do in the prepaid market, what they do in the multimedia market. Some of those aren't 100% applicable to a U.S. market, but we are, as a management team, we're very excited about looking at what can be applicable and what lessons we can learn from our new parent company, as well as what lessons our parent company can learn from us as a small, independent, quad play operator.
But what may have ultimately attracted the Indonesian telco giant to this small, independent operator is Guam's location. Telkom Indonesia is a highly diversified global business employing more than 25,000, and expansion has been a key focus for the company. It has been investing in a vast international network of submarine cables and in fact first began working with GTA on a cable that runs through Guam. In its presentation, Telkom said GTA is perfectly situated for its regional growth strategy and Guam is strategically located as a link between Southeast Asia and the U.S.
We deploy the submarine cable from Indonesia to the US. Yes. And also we deployed another link from Indonesia to Middle East and west of Europe. So all the world around the world finally will connect to Indonesia from the Middle East and west of Europe into USA. And Guam is the very strategic location. I think it can support Telkom to achieve the vision as the global hub services player.
The PUC's administrative law judge Fred Harecki presided over the public hearing and said he was pleased with the overall presentation.
The PUC really looks at two criteria. One is that after the purchase occurs, will there be a level of technical, managerial, and financial support to maintain the operations of GTA? Secondly, is the sale contrary to the public interest? Of course, there was no testimony tonight indicating that the sale would be contrary to the public interest. So main question becomes, what is the managerial expertise level of the purchaser? And tonight they submitted evidence showing that they do have managerial expertise.
The PUC also conducts annual reviews of GPA's capital expenditures. GTA's current plan calls for $120 million in spending over 5 years. Harecki says the Indonesians made it clear they are committed to the plan. Not surprising for a company that spends about $2.5 billion a year group-wide for capital improvements.
So there's a lot of effort, I think, continuing to improve the fiber system on Guam, to make sure that all areas of the island are covered, to expand the 3G and the 4G long-term evolution services, and I think those will continue. And the company tonight really committed to continuing with the CapEx plans that exist now, as well as the 5-year operational plan.
Harecki says he will prepare a report for PUC members who are scheduled to meet before the end of the month. He says the local PUC approval is conditional on the subsequent approval of the Federal Communications Commission. While Telkom Indonesia is a private company, the Indonesian government still owns a little over 50%. Harecki says that may mean a little more scrutiny from the FCC.
There's no rule that a foreign company can't own an interest in a U.S. telecom company or a Guam telecom company. But there are requirements under the federal law and a rather stringent review process. So that will occur here, and that will likely take considerably longer than the PUC review.
Telkom Indonesia says it has no plans to reduce the number of GTA employees, replace local management, or change local branding. And while executives say the immediate changeover will be transparent, COO Gale says he hopes customers will soon notice an even better GTA.
Upon day one, the consumers really necessarily see any changes. Hopefully, day 180, day 360, an improvement in the services, the capability, the service delivery, the reliability of the services, all those things that a large telecom operator can help us as an independent operator, current independent operator, can help improve and then introduce additional types of services in the future.
For KUAM's Business Matters, I'm Nestor Lecanto.